If you step out of line, you can die for an infraction. You can die for mouthing off or being disrespectful. You can die for rocking hoodies and pulling out your credentials. Fancy terminology for phones or a wallet. You can die for interactions that started with smelling chronic. You could die for talking with a strong attitude. You can die for driving in the wrong neighborhood. On this land of occupying forces, get those animals, hawk those horses. Officers, overseers, what don't you get? Get your hefty bag and shovel and clean up your horse. On this land of occupying forces, get those animals, hawk those horses. Officers, overseers, what don't you get? Get your hefty bag and shovel and clean up your horse. You can die by accident or suicide, or so they say. You can die in custody, police culture is caught on tape. You can die for buying guns and keeping your family safe. Careful when you challenge gang injunctions or the POA. You can die cause SWAT swears they had the right address. You can die from having autism, being stronger than them. You can die from mental illness. You can die from being illness. You can die from trying to film this. You can die from trying to think it. The power of the gun, corruption of the bad, tasers and batons, the whooping of that ass, hunting of the blacks, evicting Mexicans. It's the roots and infiltration of the Ku Klux. Cops, they cap the budget, always wanting more. What is civil asset forfeiture making a fortune for? Police Bill of Rights means they'll always be acquitted. He reached for my gun, oh my god, he tried to get it. I feared for my life, that's the evidence you're given. Even though the video executions, we see them, yo. No justice, we're just attending the funerals. What's going on with this crazy racist scenario? It ain't broken, it's working just fine. Ruled by a supremacy, I'm sorry it's white. My city council, all Hispanic and Latino, doesn't make a difference. Why? Most a bunch of vendidos. On this land of occupying forces, get those animals, hawk those horses. Officers, overseers, what don't you get? Get your hefty bag and shovel and clean up your horse. On this land of occupying